It's like way up there. Can you guys hear us in there? We're just going to shoot that shit.
I have nothing on my.
Yeah, I can hear you. Wow, that's
oh my
scary.
God, that's awful.
We got to stop that. So can you guys hear us out there?
Like they all had to have heard that witch cackle right there.
Yeah, really.
That was rough.
That was rough, but I'm not seeing that. I mean, like I got my head down the whole time.
There's a delay between.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
just so you know.
You look we're matching.
I know. It's because you're wearing my shirt.
I am.
It's clean.
Well, I didn't think of want red shirts whenever I had orange hair.
You know, probably not a good idea.
But
Your copper tone was top notch.
Let me tell you,
I just felt like Cousin Eddie just did.
It pissed me
Clark.
off when that happened. I have to say.
Do what?
Audio and video is good.
Audio and video is good.
Yes.
We're going to just talk around. What does anybody want to know? I'm not going to talk like that the whole time.
Are you not?
No, probably not. I probably should stop watching that though.
I know. I'm not
Maybe
sure,
watch
yeah,
that.
right?
Look, the pride light. Go to the light. Go to the light. First one, guys. We had the jitters. I had the jitters. I'll admit it. I've been a basket case for the last 30 minutes because the original live that I set up it didn't work. It didn't work. YouTube needs better instructions. Are you slurping on yourself?
I'm like getting cat hair.
You
It's
know,
stuck in
that's
my.
because I have a cat.
I know that. Well, I have several cats too. It could be from me.
That's true. That is absolutely true.
pumper.
I'm looking at what they're saying here. Hello, Marcos. Marcos Gama. Timby. Happy holidays to you too, Timby.
Happy holidays.
She's putting on lip gloss. You ain't gonna kiss me, girl. It ain't happening. I don't care what you do.
You messing me. Ugh.
Ooh. I'm wearing it now, apparently. Nasty.
Got spicy chapstick.
Spicy chapstick. I'm like oily. We're gonna fix that before we get going. Oh, it's because I was sweating it.
We had tacos.
Let's see if we did have great Mexican food that Melina made or Jalyn made or whatever you want to call her. We can actually call her real name now. If you like.
Can I know what the backstory on that is? Did you just not want people to know?
My former boss wanted me to do that stealth market thing that the internet hates, where I go into groups and try to sell things without telling them I'm selling things. And I couldn't make up a fake account.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that my brother, his name is Kenneth Brian Swaggerty. Look it up. I don't care. It's not like he has any social media. But he cannot make a Facebook.
Why?
It says his name is fake.
Your brother?
Yes. Kenneth Brian Swaggerty. Any of that name, he cannot make a Facebook.
Okay, that's really weird.
Right. I tried making him one. Everyone has tried to make him one because I thought he was just BSing because he kept showing up on Facebook as Daryl Hyde. I was like, where did that come from? And he was like, well, I couldn't make a Facebook with my name on it. I was like, let me try. I'll be damned, you really can't.
Guys, if you're just coming in, we're just hanging out until 7 o'clock. We're just hanging out and chatting. So if you guys want to talk about your day or whatever else, we're gonna have some fun tonight. Right?
I hope so. I can feel a burp coming. I'm going to give it to myself.
Do it.
I'm not doing that on live.
You do it all the time.
Not on live.
No, probably not live. In real life, Swags is disgusting.
You're not wrong.
No, she is disgusting. Dirty, dirty, and not in a good dirty way. Just dirty. Okay, it wasn't that bad.
Hair.
She did wash her hair. She put on makeup. She took her slippers off her feet. She came in real shoes.
By the way, Lancelot Leather's in the chat.
Yes, Joe Weltner. Hey, Joe, how you doing?
You're so weird.
I just sent him one of these.
Oh, that's awesome. You hear all the popping in my head?
I'm hoping he does a slip. We're supposed to talk next week. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good.
I'm afraid if I burp, I'm gonna like
6:58, 2 more minutes, and we'll go and get ready. Everybody else just come on and join in. We've already been going for 4 minutes and 45. So you're just gonna sit and pop your little fingers all the time?
I have to get them all the way popped, or they're just gonna hurt.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Glenn.
Don't forget to shut up.
Oh, I won't. We haven't started yet.
I I'm just saying.
Yeah, we were talking earlier today, for those that are already in here, that it's a little sad as we sit here, because as we used to go live all the time, Jason Brown was always the very first person waiting to go into these lives. And it's just sad that he's gone. It's hard to believe that he's gone. And of course, our thoughts and prayers go out to his family and everybody who misses it. I'm sure most of you miss him as well. But yeah, we were talking about that this afternoon, because he was always first in line, became a competition kind of thing. Absolutely a great guy. Yeah. 100% a great guy. Finally got to meet him at a Blade show in Atlanta.
That was awful.
Yep.
So,
yes.
as Leather said, I've got slips made for both the Appalachian Jack and the Swayback.
Nice. I can't wait to see those. Must be why he wants to meet with me next week.
My forehead itches and I can't scratch it, or my makeup's going to come off and you're going to see my real skin tone. It's red.
Nobody needs that.
Dude, I don't need that.
Look at that. It's 7:00.
Ooh. And I have my first question.
Welcome to RoseCraft Blade's very first live. I'm Andy.
I'm Swags.
Yeah, you guys, hopefully most of you know us. If you don't, hang on tight. It's a little bit of a weird, fun ride, but we just like to have fun and show you some things and answer your questions. I'm sure Melina's chomping at the bit. Jalen is chomping at the bit. We're going to call her Jalen. It's just going to happen.
Cool. Can we do that now?
Jalen. Her name is Jalen. Jolynn. So Jalen is chomping at the bit to ask us the very first question. And what is that first question?
That first question is from Paul Bessemer.
Yes, Paul.
When are the last two knives getting in?
When are the last two knives getting in? Now, if you recall, we only had a partial shipment of the Clinch River Swayback, right? So we only had a partial shipment of these. I'm going to hold that out.
You want me to?
Yeah, look at my big, ugly fingerprint right in the middle of that. So we only got a partial shipment of these. You can hold it. I'm going to give it to you. Give it to you right there. The Appalachian Jack just got here, and we got a full shipment of those. Put some light in that blade. There you go. Woohoo! That was like the angels touched it. I just got notice this morning that these are getting ready to be put in their boxes and jump on an airplane. So these, move yours down, please. The Little River Bend Skinner, they're getting ready to be on their way. We should have them before Christmas. And that is white smooth bone on that particular knife. And of course, D2 steel, the Scandi grind, the brushed steel bolsters, steel liners, guys. I know that you have all liked that. I love that on these knives. This is another one of my traditionals. Man, I've got another.
I thought I was disgusting.
No, yeah, it's just, I've used this. This is the prototype that I keep pulling out and showing people. Yeah, I put some marks in the blade right there.
He's the only one allowed to have the prototype.
These are coming in. I don't have a price on them yet. That'll go. They're on the website at the price they'll be. I'm sure Melina could. Jalen could. I'm so used to doing that. So I'm sure Jalen can find that really quick. I'm pretty sure it's like $43.99 or something like that.
I'm getting there.
She's getting there. That's coming soon. The other partial shipment of the Clinch River Swayback should ship at the exact same time as those Little River Bend Skinners. And then the very last knife, and I don't even have the prototype out here to show you, is that Holston River Holston River Surgeon's knife. Play on a doctor's knife. It has a scalpel blade rather than a little bitty pen blade. So that's the order it's going to get there. I would not expect the surgeon knife till after the turn of the year. Just wouldn't. Yeah, I think that's when it's going to come in.
So itchy on my forehead. Is it getting red?
What are you doing to it?
For whatever reason, if I leave makeup on too long, my skin tells me to go to hell.
You need a hat?
I need Benadryl.
Oh, we got that. It's right there in the box.
In that box?
Yes, in that box.
Okay.
She's going to take drugs right here on air. We don't advise you do this at home. Any other questions coming in?
Blade Ogre just said, Blade Ogre just said the Appalachian Jack is already a favorite slippy for him. It's the perfect size and looks great with all the black and silver.
Thank you.
Chad, I lost your question. I'm sorry.
Let me talk to Blade Ogre for half a second. I appreciate that a lot. I really love how this thing turned out. You know, when we originally did this, and the reason it was delayed as long as it was, did you not find it?
No, I got it.
You got it?
It says allergy relief. This is totally Benadryl.
It's Benadryl.
Yeah, I know, but why is it lying?
Because it's dihydroxyapatite, that drug, whatever that is. This knife, we were originally going to do this in buffalo horn. And because
it kept cracking.
keep this in focus just a little bit better. We were originally going to do this in buffalo horn, but the buffalo horn was cracking, and I'm not going to put out a subpar product. So we went with black micarta.
But it's so pretty.
It is very pretty, and it looks so similar to that buffalo horn that I can't even believe it.
Yeah, if you watched the Big Red EDC live that we did earlier today.
It wasn't live. It was taped. It'll come out Saturday, according to JB.
Whoops.
If you in the future watch JB's thing, we talk all about the micarta and why it ends up as polished. We can talk about that here too, guys. People ask, why does this not look like? Where's that? Grab that micarta.
This micarta.
Yeah, hold it way up there so they can see. You don't have to hold it. You hold it in front of the lens, right in front of the lens. There you go. Why does it look like that? Why is it shiny like this? Well, when you use nickel silver pins and you use a nickel silver shield, then you have to buff this whole thing to get it all nice and flush, and that's why it ends up high polished. But this is micarta on that blade, and those are at $35.99.
I did tell you it was bad at secrets.
Yeah, I know.
Keith Carson asked, how did they get the jack so sharp?
How did they get the jack? People with talent in a factory that we trust and love.
Yeah.
People with talent. It is sharp, guys. It is super sharp. I don't know if let me see that piece of paper. I'm going to try to cut paper. Let's see if I do it. Boo! Let's do this live on the air. Yeah, that's how sharp it is. That is not sharpened at all. That is right out of the box. That's how sharp they're coming. They do a great job for us. And I think that one of the things that's super important to know is that you have to demand certain things. And it's not like we're like yelling at anybody, but we demand a certain quality and a certain finish. Well, and the advocates that we have at the factory really look out for us. And they're looking out for you guys too. You know, I would hate to have like 10% come in great and 90% subpar. What I need to have happen is 95% great, and we pick out those ones that just don't quite meet our standard. We did that with the Clinch River Swayback.
Yeah, we had seconds and stuff, which
we had some that we wouldn't show you at all.
Yeah.
And I think Big Red EDC got to show one of those on his channel. What was completely kicked out that we would not sell you. We had ones that did not meet the full standard of what we expected in that knife, and we sold a few of those as seconds at a cheaper price. And then we had full, what I call firsts, and those turned out amazing. Just absolutely amazing.
They were so pretty. There's one of you has the one that I wanted really bad. He told me I couldn't have it.
That's right. Yeah, we got the partial shipment. Now my team was like our team was wanting to put them in their pockets, and no, those went out to you guys straight away.
It's messed up. That one was so pretty.
What else we got?
Steel forged in fire, sword and knife.
That's Joe.
Joe said he's editing his little chunk video now, and it held up so well to all of my testing, and is still sharp.
That bad boy right there, they're right in front of me. The little chunk. Boo.
You gotta work on that.
Boo to me.
Boo
to me. This is a knife that I absolutely love to tear down Amazon boxes with. And in fact, you can keep talking to them. I'm going to grab a box and just show them. Because I've got plenty over here. It's Christmas time. It just is what it is.
He says I can talk to you, but notice how he just talked all the way over there.
We talk.
What do you want me to say?
Say whatever you want. I mean, most of the time I can't get you to shut up.
Now I'm on the spot. My forehead itches so bad.
Swags.
Yes.
Marcos Gamma said, thanks to some wins with Women Carry Knives, I have all of your designs and absolutely love everything you have designed.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
See?
Well, it's all thanks to him. He's the one that taught me how to actually do it.
Yeah, we've got a great team in place right now. People who have this desire to be designers. They have great ideas. They don't have the same experience.
Hey, do you want to turn that so they can watch you cut it?
Yes.
Ha! I've never got to say that to you
I know,
before.
right? How did it feel? Did it feel good? It does feel
Damn
good.
good.
I mean, look at that, guys. It is just tearing through that with no problem whatsoever.
I knew you were going to do that. You're making confetti.
Yeah, cardboard confetti that I'll have to pick up later. But the thing is with our team is that they have great ideas, great desire. I have the experience with it. So we sit down together and we kick through their ideas. And then we make them happen. And in fact, we've got Swags is on course right now.
She's on par. She was subpar prior.
She's on course right now to be able to really, 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 really do this. And I don't know if you all know what I mean by that. There is a difference between sketching your ideas out and making a knife actually happen in a two-dimensional design, making sure it closes up, making sure it does everything is there.
One involves a protractor.
Yes.
You never thought you were going to use it. I never did. I had 7 of them. Never
Is it a
used
protractor or a compass?
I'm positive that's a protractor.
Okay, I don't know. I think I called it a protractor.
Well, now we got to find out.
So she's been sketching a lot. The design she will have coming out soon or in the next few rounds are going to be amazing. That's what she does. She is making knives and producing knives and.
Oh, that's my phone.
Yeah, well, it's probably a good thing. Look at your hair. You're like Michael Jackson right now. What else we got? But you guys saw that chunk. That thing is normally 58 till midnight. It's right now.
Well, if you got your stuff out of my way, gosh. It's $49.99.
$49.99 until midnight tonight on the big Christmas sale. Guys, you have till midnight Eastern to take care of get in that sale. But all of those chunks, we've got the black. We have the aluminum handle version. This is just D2, 3.8 millimeters or 3.9 millimeters thick. It is just a beast of a little knife. And like JB said, you just get it in your hand, just take things down. $49.99 until midnight tonight. Normally $58.99.
So Chad Hampton asks Swags, what is your favorite color? His is purple. And what's your favorite knife in the RoseCraft lineup?
My favorite color is green. And my favorite knife in the lineup,
it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say I really do love the Clinch River Swayback, but it's not even my design, but this one.
The Alenta.
The jade version of the Alenta. I love it. I think it is so pretty.
Why do you like that one so much?
I love natural G10. You can color it any way you want to, and that's like one of my favorite things. Because you gotta think, I was like, and we discussed this earlier, I still only got my first knife in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
February 2019, got my first knife, and I've learned all of these things that have been crammed into my brain. I learned more about knives in the 4 years than I was in high school. Like, come on now. That's ridiculous.
No, she really did.
I mean,
we did over 300 videos together.
But one of the things that I like about knives, what actually caught my interest, yes, you use them to cut, but there's actually an art aspect to it and that's what I really like. I've always liked art and things like that. And just being able to create different stuff, and it can be pretty, it can be different, be unique, whatever you want. It doesn't all have to be just cut and dry,
Mm-hmm.
I love the way this one looks.
I love the black hardware on this one. Mm-hmm. The black and the natural jade work really, really well together.
The two-tone finish is beautiful.
Again, why don't you run through the specs on this just so that they know what it is, and I'll show it up here. It's the RCM 004NJ, the natural jade, limited edition.
It's got a 3.3-inch AR RPM 9 upswept blade. Slow.
Talk through it. Don't run.
It's a 3.3-inch RPM 9 upswept blade. It has a dual black PVD and satin finish. It's a manual flipper. It has ceramic ball bearings. It has black ambidextrous thumb studs, liner lock. It has natural G10 handles, which are so pretty. I always thought jade growing up was a really dark green. I was incorrect. Mm-hmm. Black liners, black pivot collar. Is ambidextrous tip-up pocket clip. As a hidden lanyard slot. It's 4.8 inches closed and 8.1 inches overall.
And like most
designed
designed
by Chase Snyder.
By Chase Snyder. The
Schneider.
Legendary Snyder.
I mean, a whole jerk.
He's going to come on this live and mess with you.
I did it to the camera.
Did you see the disco belt he was wearing last week? It was nice and wide. It was like white.
It was the pink pants for me.
The pink pants set off that belt like nobody's business.
It was like a Barbie disco club, man.
It really was.
It was perfect.
Can you imagine his hair like a fro?
If he would let me, I'll do it.
Oh yeah, great.
100%.
Give him a perm.
Andy.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Andy. Jimmy Swafford says.
Jimmy who?
Jimmy Swafford.
Hello, Jimmy Swafford.
It's
Why?
good to see you're doing well. He used to watch y'all way back when.
Lord have mercy.
And he didn't know what happened to you, so he's glad he found you.
Nice. Jimmy, welcome back into the fold. Go check out all the RoseCraft knives at rosecraftblades.com. We have moderns and traditionals. Hey, tell me how much that Alenta was. It's the RCMO.
It was $61.99, but right now until midnight, it's $53.99.
What makes this limited edition?
The dual tone finish on it.
Yeah, so we can't do this again, guys. We have the other one. Here it is.
Can we tell them why?
Sure. Absolutely.
So basically, at the factory, it's just.
You should show it to them.
Well, I thought I would get the hair off of it. Would you like me to keep that on there?
You can.
But well, if you do too, it's not going to focus very well.
Just put it by mine. There you go. Look at that. Hold it up high. Tell them why. Tell them why. Don't
Okay.
cut my fingers.
I'm not going to. Calm down. Anyway, at the factory, so whenever they do it, it's like when they basically have to clamp it to do like the grind off, and so it kind of messed up the PVD coating on it. So the ones that didn't work out, that's kind of what we did with the OD green.
So we have more of the OD green, and the reason being is that this process ends up marring quite a few of the black PVD coating. So they coat the whole thing black PVD, and then they grind the whole thing off. But there's a clamp that sits on this to do that grind, and sometimes they would scratch that black PVD. So future versions of this is limited edition. They will not be with the dual finish on the blades again. They will either be all black or all satin, one or the other. And we're going to leave that to Mr. Chase Boogie Shoes Snyder to decide what he wants to do on the next version of these that come in. I will say this, that black version is a little bit more expensive, but it's still on sale at $57.99. And that's the only reason I say that is we have like 30 of those left. That's it. And they'll be gone. And when they're gone, they're gone. We are not getting that dual finish anymore. I have a little more of these, and it's a little bit more on sale. But then there is the other version, which is the standard. What the heck?
You don't have it.
Yeah.
I noticed
Going
that.
somewhere. That's weird. Okay, anyway, it's an OD green G10 handle with a stonewash finished blade, and it is coming in at
$51.99.
$51.99
$10 off.
till midnight tonight.
Mm-hmm.
What else, Slim?
Actually, on the website it says $53.99.
On what?
On the Alenta limited edition jade green.
Yeah, on the black version it's $57.99, and on the OD green version it's $51.99.
Okay.
Yeah, that's because of what we were just talking about.
I wasn't listening to you.
She has the hardest job of anybody.
No, I don't. It's
She
just-
has to read all these things and then translate them and hang on to old questions and answer everybody else's questions and talk to us at the same time. So it gets really, really hard.
These days. So, I do have a question.
Okay.
Tim S. asked, Andy, which type of knife is harder to design, a traditional or a modern folder?
Traditional.
Traditionals are harder to design, but there's a crutch that's involved with traditionals. Can I have that?
You do. It's on the very bottom.
Okay.
You
So,
want it?
yes.
Well, hold
I
on.
had a hold of it. And he's going to take it away. So traditionals are harder to make. Traditionals are generally harder to design. And you have to kind of be...
You say all of this while you literally have like 200 under your belt.
I don't have 200 traditional knives, for sure.
Feels
I have
like it.
embellishments and other things under more than that, but I have a few of my own original designs. The thing that I will say is this. You have all of this history to draw on. So you want to go ahead and make that part of everything. So like the Appalachian Jack is based on a pattern I found from IXL. And you can see that right there. That is a pattern 1534. That is a lithographic print that was in a catalog. God, you got to stop that yawning, girl.
I can't help it. You fed me. I'm full. It's time for a nap.
So if you look at that and then you look at this knife, I was shocked when I saw it. It's a pattern that's a little over 100 years old.
Please
And-
don't fed me.
It actually had the pry in it, which kind of blew my mind. You guys can see the pry on the back. So I thought, man, what a cool knife. I, of course, changed it out from a spear point. I made the pry just a little longer because we're all used to that in this kind of thing. And I love this knife. It just feels good. But I have the history to draw on, right? So I can go find old knives. I can reimagine them. For example, Clinch River Swayback. The Swayback pattern, that's a standard pattern, guys. This is a
We
very
both like
well-known.
Swaybacks.
Yeah, we do. This is basically my take on a Swayback, and it just has the additional finger choil in it. That's a 1-inch finger choil. Lets you really get down on this knife. Not tobacco. It's bourbon bone. Yeah, I was thinking about smoking. I need a cigarette right now. Genuine bourbon bone on this knife. But see, you take a pattern that wouldn't have that finger choil right here, and you add to it. So yes, that's a little harder to do. Moderns are more technical in the sense that I need a knife that, you know this from what we've been working on. I need the blade to fit the handle. I need the pivot to be in the right place. I need the balance to be just right.
And you make sure that the thumb stud clears the
Here's
handle.
the best example of that. See that thumb stud? When I'm designing this, it has to clear that. See how close that tolerance is? But it has to clear that for me able to do that on it. So.
And the thing is, if your pivot isn't in the right place and like your thumb stud's not in the right place, you're going to sit here and push and push and push and never open it quite like that. So it is trial and error.
Yeah.
And drawing flippers sucks. Can we talk about that? It totally sucks. I got it right on the first try, but like not after that.
Flippers are weird. Flippers have to go. So you see where it is for the flipper. Now this has to be at the right angle to make it work.
And it's got
but then it's got to zip around and be there, and it's got to hide or be part of this form as well. And so now it becomes a finger guard on this side. Julian, you had a question come up?
Yes. Joe again asked. Joe from Steel Forged Empire Sword Knife.
Joe Loft?
Yeah. The liner lock bar on the chonk is more centered when the blade is engaged than the other knives in the lineup. Was that a design decision to make it more of a tough and resilient lockup?
I think that it's a little bit of an illusion. I don't know that that was a design choice. It's a little bit of an illusion because that is the widest blade that we have in the mix. It's 3.9 millimeters wide. So when it locks up down there, it's a big weight that pulls that lock into the center.
The fact that such a big knife like that works with thumb studs is ridiculous.
I love it. Right? I love the snap of that thing.
Do I hear your cat?
So, no.
Heard something.
No, she's cruised. Look at her.
She actually looks really cute and sweet.
Yeah, she's sleeping in a blanket right now. Yes, ma'am.
Well, first say, hi, JB. He's only here for a second.
Hi, JB.
Hi.
We had enough of you today. Get on out of here. Bye.
He's at work. Jimmy Swafford also asked, will you be designing and manufacturing any fixed blades in the future?
That's a great question. We actually have 3 designs on the books ready to go, and we are currently trying to source a U.S. manufacturer for those. We would like to bring that line out as USA made. We have some people we've been talking to, but there are actually 3 designs, one of them from you, that we already have completely planned out and mapped. We are just looking for the right supplier from America, the right amount that we want to get, and just the right price, right materials and price points. That's the goal. What are you smugging about?
I just keep eating yawns. I'm like, you cannot, because I watched myself to see if you could tell that I ate the yawn, but my nose always flares up.
Yes, questions?
The next one, Tim B. Would love to see a small slippy from RoseCraft. I like a nice small slippy as my secondary carry.
I think you're going to see that in round 2, which has already been prototyped and is in production now. There are 5. I think it's 5. There are 5 traditional slip joints that are in round 2, and those will begin dripping out in 2023. So I think you will find that you will have exactly what you're after in round 2. That's all I can say about it.
I mean, it's kind of hard to like. I try to let you answer questions like that because I'll just flat out tell you I'm horrible at that.
Yeah, she'll spill the beans.
So, why does Swags hate lanyards?
Do you hate lanyards?
I love lanyards.
Well, then tell them why you love lanyards.
I don't know. I didn't know I hated lanyards.
Somebody said, why does Swags hate lanyards?
Is it because I don't put lanyards on my knives? I put the option to have lanyards on most of my knives. You have like the hidden lanyard hole. I think the only one I have, no, I don't have one on the bar either, and there's not one on the Pocket Monster, but that one, the regular Mylea, the sway back, I think almost all of my other knives have a hidden lanyard hole. I think I was just trying to do something a little bit different, but I generally normally have the
Plus, this Pocket Monster is such a great little just pocket utility knife. There's no need for the lanyard.
Well, the thing is about a lanyard isn't really. Some people do it for like looks, and other people do it so they have a little extra like something to hold on to for their pinky, and it makes it feel like you have more in your hand. I like. Shut up.
I
Just shut
said
up.
nothing.
Shut up.
Said nothing.
Stop it. I like lanyards though. I don't really put them on my knives. Because I actually have quite a few that people have gifted to me. I don't think I have any on here anymore, but I hang them around my mirror in my car when people like make me stuff.
Yeah.
Because that way I can always look at it. It's really cute. I have one from Hawaii Knife and Gear. They sent me like a little. I don't know how to explain what it is, but
Tell us. I just noticed that was like a mouth.
something wrong with you,
Ah, well, it's the Mexican food. It's got me. Got me hyped up.
dude. It keeps.
What else? What else we got?
Casey said that they need more wood scales because bone gives me the ick.
Bone gives you the ick. I get it. I get it. Wood scales have a tendency when you ship them from overseas to shrink and expand with the weather they incur in the whole trip. So those get a little bit odd. We wanted to do one in
Sometimes I do feel bad for Swags.
was-
Thank you.
birchwood, but we just decided it was not for that round one.
Well, also, like we've said before, is that we source through 5 different factories to really get a certain quality of things that we want, and the wood that was, shown to us just wasn't up to that quality.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
right now, but there's still options with G10, and we have Micarta, so not everything's bone.
Right.
There's different options.
Right. And I think isn't it weird how you like get icked out by certain things in a certain way, but when you're in your T-bone steak or a pork chop,
He's
you're like,
vegan.
is he?
Yes, Casey's vegan.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Yeah, his name on Instagram's like Zombie Vegan. So
Oh,
he's
okay.
the one that sends me like different vegan.
Well, then I'm
recipes.
sorry. You can pass your steak over to me and I will have it. All these cows die of natural causes, so
Stop it.
they do. I don't know. It's usually buffalo. That's what it is. Like the bison, that kind of thing. It's their shin bones.
Stop it.
Okay,
Stop
fine.
it.
What else we got?
Rusty knife lever.
Rusty knife lover.
Do you actually love rusty
idea for
knives?
you that I think is awesome.
I didn't hear it because Swags was running her mouth. What?
He has an idea that's awesome. The Pocket Monster Warncliffe.
The Pocket Monster Warncliffe. You mean a knife like this that had a Warncliffe blade in it?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to be quiet about it because I have to be quiet about it.
You're making me very nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. Don't be
God.
nervous.
It kind of-
I wouldn't, if I were you, I wouldn't blink when we get to round 3, if I were you. Just saying.
You
Round
made
3.
my eye twitch with that. Don't ever look at me with that tone of voice again.
Okay, fine. I think that's a great idea. I think that's an
I think it is
absolutely
too.
great idea. Warncliffes are among my favorite blades out there. I don't know. There's just something about them. It looks like a claw and it's kind of stabby.
You go back and forth, whether it's a Warncliffe or an upswept.
No, I love an upswept blade, but
Sinkovich.
it's kind of like the opposite. Dmitry Sinkovich. Yes, I like him as a designer.
Isn't this more of an Italian?
That
thing?
is more
He's
Italian.
Italian. He's
Yeah,
Russian.
He is Russian.
Yeah, so he
Did you
just
say
like,
Annie?
oh,
Whatever.
what do you want from me?
What else we got?
Chad Hampton asks, why haven't you hurt Andy yet?
She has. It's in my soul deep. Deep in my soul.
Do you want
she
to wear
hurt
the
me.
rest of this coffee?
No, we provide you with good coffee and you just want to throw it on me. Let's see how you are.
Next question. Mike Hook. Say hi to Mike Hook.
Hi, my cook.
Hi, Mike.
Who says,
You
not
say your
only
last
do I
hi.
appreciate the hard work you put into designs, but I appreciate the packaging also. I love the matchbook style boxes and velvet pouch.
So let's talk about the velvet pouch.
Not happening.
The velvet pouch is the bane of our existence, and I'll tell you why. Remember that trip over that we talked about just a minute ago?
Yeah.
Lots of moisture likes to get in there, and so we had to get rid of
Almost all of them. Because which one was it? It was the
it was the OG. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it was the OG.
Yeah.
We just had to throw like 90% of them
Mhm.
away because they had mold on them.
Yeah.
We're
They
gonna
had
see-
mildew. So it's just from the salt in the air and the
Yeah.
other stuff getting there, and that can damage the knife. So you will not be seeing the velvet pouch in the future. We have switched on,
And a bunch of them broke.
yeah, and so we switched to on everything moving forward. They're going to do EV trays. So see that? So instead of doing a velvet pouch, you'll get it in your wax paper wrapped up, and then and on the moderns it'll be in a bag, and then it'll be in an EV tray, which holds up a lot better in shipping. It also holds your knife really well, and it doesn't beat around and that kind of stuff.
I'm telling on you. So
listening.
this, like it's shaped perfectly for the knife, right? So if you notice any of your boxes, that looks like the knife was just jammed back in there.
And that would be
it was that one.
So my wife has always been a square hole, round peg thing, and so like she just needs a bigger hammer. I remember building furniture and stuff in the house, going, "What went wrong? How did you do this?" I don't know. I just did it. I just beat it until it went in there. So that's exactly what she was doing with this. We hand check everything. I don't know if you guys know this. We hand check everything. So
twice.
So
it gets checked when it first comes in, and then it gets checked again before it goes out to you.
So we pull out every single one of these. We unwrap them. We look at them. We inspect them from top to bottom, and we pack them back where Jelena's just jamming hers in there. And then right before we put them in a box to go to you, we check them one more time.
You want to know something, guys? Is that as like a group, as a team, we all sat down and we were like, no, we want them checked, X, Y, Z, all of these things done. And like, as the person who does the checking and then the packing, I have highly hated those rules here recently.
But they come out good.
They do come out good, but that's because we do you know what it's like flipping? We all like flipping knives, right? It's fantastic and it's glorious until you do 600 in a day.
Yes.
And then your thumb hurts. I didn't know your thumb could hurt and itch quite like that. It feels weird.
It's crazy. We do like these boxes. Not everything will come in these boxes. It just depends on what factory we're working with and what packaging we're going to use. Other questions?
Yes. Next question.
Why are you putting that up?
Because I wanted to.
SA from NC would like to see a nice neck knife. Thoughts on a neck knife, or would that be a secret?
Can we get into this neck knife discussion?
Do you want me to tattle on you?
You can absolutely tattle on me.
He doesn't like neck knives.
I don't.
I do. Hawkins does.
Uh-huh.
Chase does.
Uh-huh.
So guess what? Hopefully, we will badger him until we get to do it.
That's the way I feel it's probably going to go.
Oh, 100%. Well, because we all it was one day that this pissed you off so bad. He was like, I just don't like neck knives. It's just not me. And I just don't, reasons why he doesn't like it. And every single one of us walked out to our car and came back in with a neck knife.
Yeah. They're just not my thing. I understand
weight.
I understand the value of it, and I understand having a small fixed blade to carry, but I don't know. I just don't feel John Travolta 70s enough to carry a big medallion under my shirt.
Dude, I literally used to walk around wearing 7 knives. It was because it matched my outfit. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't carry knives to go cut boxes. I don't really have that many boxes to cut. I really just love carrying a gigantic knife like this in my pocket. So that way when I go into Weigel's or a gas station, someone's like, is she carrying a giant knife? Why is someone like her carrying such a big knife? And it gives me a laugh.
Now, ask me how many neck knives I have designed or redesigned.
No.
At least 4. At least 4 fixed blade neck knives, and one that I think has just come out from where we used to be, but it is a small, almost knuckle buster. It was going to be called the Cardinal, but I think they renamed it after I left.
They call it the knuckle buster.
Probably called it Clockachilla or something like that. Anyhow, what else we got?
Say hi to Scab.
Hi.
Say hi to Scab.
Hey, brother, how are you? Scab. I'm
That
Scab.
was loud.
He's Scab. I'm not.
I know. I thought about doing that in one of my videos once, but I couldn't keep it together long enough to
Is it
actually
not
complete the video.
fun watching him do all those videos and just
I just
hack
want to
through
know.
everything?
Okay, what I think is so funny about his videos is that he does kind of the same run in the beginning and the end out of all of them, right?
Yeah.
The whole I'm Scab, you're not, the 22 a day, he goes through his thing. When I was at a different place and I did videos, and I would go through it and it was, hey, it's Swags, hey, it's Swags, hey, it's Swags, hey, it's Swags. I was like, I don't ever want to hear my own name again.
Right.
But I hear they're repetitive, and I'm like, that sounds great. But if I try to do that, you know how annoying that's going to sound if I do it? Because I've tried. It doesn't work out well for me. It works great for him. Oh, please. We both know I was annoying as hell.
Like, for somebody who never touched a knife before 2019 for real and owned them, she has come a hell of a long way. I mean, just a hell of a long way. And I'm proud of what she has done in the last few years.
You could have killed me a few times.
I really could have.
Apparently, I could have killed you too. It's on video.
What else we got?
Steel Forge. Guys, tell us in your own words, what are your objectives or wish to achieve in round 2 of your lineup?
Wow.
That's a
What
good
do we
question.
wish to achieve? World domination. That's always number one on the list.
Absolutely not. I'm not going to be taking responsibility
Pinky
for the
in
world.
brain. Come on.
I think the main thing, and it's not even just a goal for round 2, but just in general with the company moving forward, our end goal is to bring more fun to the community. Is to show you that, tactical stuff is fantastic, but it doesn't always have to be black, gray, or green.
Mhm.
You can have different colors. You can do stuff that's fun. It doesn't all have to be like, no, you're not going to go out and batoning with this, right? But you are going to bring it out at a steakhouse and like enjoy your steak with it because it's fun.
Right.
And I think like our goals are, not only just bring fun, but make sure it's, functioning wonderful. I mean, we all have like this being such a big knife and it opens great, great.
That I think is the
bearings.
biggest joy of the entire line was the fact that everything is balanced.
That is
just
not. This
right.
is the only assist. That one's not.
But
also to get more people into the
that is really it. I mean, we
know?
sat down. We said we want to bring more people into the community.
Yeah.
There is, in my opinion, and I may be wrong, but in my opinion, there is. What are you doing?
Dude, you've had a hair staring at me.
There is sometimes too much exclusion in the community, and whether that's based on knife snobbery or based on some other reason, based on sex, whether you're a man or you're a woman. We just said when we sat down, we want to make knives for people who love knives, and that doesn't matter who you are at that point.
Right. Well, I mean, also you got to think, if you look at our lineup, you have things from like $34 up to $80. 80 is our highest end knife. You're also getting, RPM 9. You're getting a steel back frame. It's a frame lock. It's got the micarta up the front. What am I doing?
I don't
know. But you're getting a lot for that $80, But that doesn't mean that you're not getting a good deal with like a $34 knife. This one's what? This one's 34 as well.
Yeah.
You have a lot of really good stuff, and it's to make sure that everybody has something for them. Whether you want a thin knife, a thick knife. I mean, budget wise, we have something for everybody. That was kind of our goal.
Yeah. And the other big thing, and I've just lost it right out of my head.
I do that too.
The specific goal for round 2, learn from round 1 and make better knives. Now, you guys are pretty pleased with round 1, and we are absolutely pleased with round 1. And we think for what we've managed to do in a total of about 18 months is incredible. We went from having no team at all to getting a whole lineup in front of everybody in less than a year, and then where we are right now. The reception has been fantastic to the product. But the end goal is every time we make new knives is to make better knives, to build those relationships with our manufacturing facilities and get exactly what we want out of each next knife. I think you're going to be really, really pleased with round 2. I think it's nice. I think the moderns are fantastic. I think you're going to see some really cool stuff. We teased the bull shark, the Zambezi, before in the traditional line, but there are other knives from that are just
so many
beautiful.
Easter eggs. Go through our channel, watch our videos. You will see quite a few different things.
Yes,
we're not good at keeping secrets.
No, I'm going to tell you, watch the videos that we do in studio closely. You might see something that you didn't expect to see.
Also, always watch the beginning and the ending of our videos.
Yes, those are probably the funniest parts. But hopefully that answers Joe's question.
It does, but I have plans going forward in the future for one of our lineups.
Yes?
Yes, I want the lockless muck.
No. She has this crazy knife thing that is a historical knife that has like a bazillion blades.
No, it's just one blade.
Is it just one blade?
It's the one blade. Remember, it has the hump, and we designed it
Oh
in the meeting.
God! Yes, no, that's horrifying. Horrifying.
I love it.
What I think is hilarious is that you talk about knives when you talk about rompers. You're like, ugh, no, horrifying. Don't ever wear that.
Thank you, Richard, for that comment, by the way.
I'm just saying.
So, next question. Casey Tyler has several.
Mm-hmm.
First off, loves sheep's foot.
Hey, Schneider's in here.
Loves sheep's foot blades best.
Start again. I'm sorry.
Casey Tyler
Mm-hmm.
loves sheep's foot blades best. That's hard to say. Any plans for a premium-ish line?
So, I don't know if most of you have gone onto the About section or read the little blurb that's on the side. I'm terrible about not reading stuff, too. We are based in Maryville, Tennessee. We are an American company. We are not a subsidiary of anybody else. We are not a sister company of anybody else. We are an American company who's all design. No, Chase is probably saying crap now. You need to stop. You're knocking me off my game here.
Continue.
Okay. The 5-year goal is to build a U.S. manufacturing facility right here in Maryville, Tennessee, and to make American-made knives ourselves. We couldn't start there. And It's actually a very long process to do this. So you're going to have to bear with us as we move forward. The goal beyond that was, let's get the very best factories, the very best materials. Let's go ahead and get going. And then every dollar we make, we can put towards that end goal. So when you ask, is there going to be a premium line of these knives? The answer is yes. And most likely it will be a line that sits on top of our budget line. We always want to keep that, but a line that sits on top of that line that's all USA made with USA materials. And of course, you guys know this market, it's going to cost more. It just is. So it will fall into a premium line once you do that. You know, you can go out there and look at what GEC is doing with their traditionals. You can go out there and look at the pricing on anything that's bigger than a peanut from Case. The prices go up once you start making and manufacturing things in the USA. But I don't ever want to deprive people from getting a great knife at a good price.
Right.
A $35.99 knife, $33.99 on that with D2 steel. We're not going to try to sell you junk. We want you to be able to have a knife and get into the market. And then we find that people who enjoy knives end up stepping up into the market, into some other places. Or, you just stay at that round and just enjoy your knives and work with them.
Yeah.
What else?
Oh.
So, Daniel T. Porter said, Andy, a while back you mentioned you were thinking about making a fixed blade version of the Upswept Bow Trapper. I hope it happens. And he loves the other version.
I can't say which way we're going. I would love to do a fixed blade version of, I'd love to do a fixed blade version of this. I've been asked about it. Could we do a fixed blade version of the Clinch River Swayback? I think that would be nice, about another 1.5 inches, 2 inches bigger than that as a fixed blade knife. I can say that we do not, in this very moment, have a fixed blade in the mix that is the Upswept Bow Trapper, or as we call it, the Little Riverbend Skinner or the Riverbend Skinner, that is a fixed blade, but we do have an Upswept blade in the fixed blade lineup.
That we do.
Because
I love you.
Tim S., how many traditionals and how many moderns in round 2?
Golly, I'd have to go look at some things to make sure I got it. I want to say that there are.
I wouldn't say, because I'm gonna go ahead and just stop you right there. You're gonna say the wrong number.
I am gonna say the wrong number.
But what we can tell you is that we're not gonna drop it like a line like we did this first time, because when we went to Blade Show and we're Brady Knives, you can't.
Yeah, we had to make it.
Go
we had to
without
make a debut.
Right. But after this, we're gonna kind of trickle them out. Like songs, like hip hop artists.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. But no, there are plenty, and I think you'll be surprised to see what comes out in round 2. All of round 2's moderns are prototyped and ready to start production.
Can I tell them something about their names?
Yes, go ahead.
They're all named after animals, and they're ridiculously hilarious and cool names. I love them so much and cannot remember the one about a beaver.
It's oh my goodness.
See?
If you hadn't have said it like that, I would have remembered it.
Yeah, listen. It is so hard.
It's
naming
Latin
knives.
for beaver.
Is it Latin or is it Swahili?
It's
Is
Latin.
but
we go. You guys have no idea
it's
how hard
so
it is
hard.
to name knives.
Someone's everywhere. Someone has already used the name, okay? Because you have to come up with a name. You're like, oh, dude, that's awesome. That fits. Look it up. I can't do that. So we get names and then we just go to Google Translate and change it up some.
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, the way that you normally did it was because you used your name because you know AA.
Yeah. I love doing things where you use Latin words and kind of tweak them a little bit to get something with an A at the beginning and an A at the end.
It only works because you have like two vowels. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? If I did it with mine, it'd be SS, and that just would not work out. Like the Alinta, because Silence. That would be awful. Not a fun name.
What else do we
I
have?
don't know. I'm sleep deprived.
She's losing her mind over here.
Ask it.
Let me mention this while she's looking for a question out there. If you're not part of our Facebook group at RoseCraft Blades, we have a group. It is over 500 people now. It's headed towards 600 in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever participate in the other group that I built and had a good time with it, come join us there because we're not just talking about RoseCraft knives. We just like people who love knives. You can talk about your own knives. You can talk about knives you like. Talk about all that. What we keep outside of this group and keep away from it completely is judgment based on your knives. What we keep out of it is knife shaming. What we keep out of it is if you don't stop doing that while I'm talking, I'm going to murder you with one of these knives.
I don't care to do it.
And we keep politics and religion out of it completely. So Facebook, it is the RoseCraft Blades group. Anybody can join it. Just get on there and get in. What was it you were trying to push?
Almost.
It is. It is very
Castoria.
close. Yeah, it's Castoria is what we named
Yeah.
that knife.
How did you guess that?
He looked up Latin for beaver.
Oh.
That's what I said.
I have something in my pocket for you.
I got two somethings I can get out of my pockets for you. That sounds bad. What else we got? I'm looking at these. Ah ha 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 swag, says Daniel T. Porter.
You can tell we're all getting so tired.
Oh, that's hilarious. What else? We only mentioned this. The sale, the big Christmas sale, will end tonight at stroke of midnight. It will be gone.
It's not the big Christmas sale. This is the Black Friday.
It's the big Christmas sale. If you knew what was on the site, you know. When we extended Black Friday, it became the big Christmas sale. It's okay. See how this says BC sale? What do you think that stands for?
Dude, I don't read half the things that you send me.
Big Christmas sale ends tonight at stroke of midnight. Those are the best prices you're going to see all year. Don't think that that's going to be the end of it for us, though. But you will not see them all at the same time again at those prices. So you're going to have to really pay attention to get in it. We will start 12 Days of Christmas on December 6th. Tomorrow.
I was about to say.
Tomorrow.
I think that's a great idea, Paul.
What did Paul say?
Our hats for sale soon.
No, not soon. I've still got to order some hats and get some hats made and that kind of stuff. But we keep getting people asking about hats. And we did this one that JB likes to wear a lot. We did this one, which is the RoseCraft Blades hat. And then I have the one that I've had for a long time, which is, I could show you how long I've had this hat. Look how nasty and grimy this thing is.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, no, I
You're
love this hat,
gross.
though. It's fantastic. It's got more of my DNA in it than I could never leave that at a crime scene. Everybody know exactly who it belonged to at that point. What else we got?
Nothing.
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 Getting awful quiet. We ought to do something fun. You talk to him for a minute.
Okay, well, I did see the question on how you pee in a romper.
You guys, I didn't ask.
What?
I didn't ask that one.
I'm gonna answer it because that's hilarious. Either you don't, or you have to awkwardly be naked in a stall. You know how horrible that was?
Honey, I grew up in the 80s. I know exactly how horrible that was.
It sucks because you're like, it's the most like demoralizing thing. I'm like, I really have to pee. I don't know. There's no other way to do this. This is awkward. You just hope that no one's peering into the crack of your stall. It's traumatized. Huh. When are you guys coming on? What?
How's your Leia knife?
Leah?
Leah.
The Leah?
The Malia? Oh, your custom. Did you have a custom Malia you were doing?
Yes. So Casey actually, I don't have it with me. I wish I would have brought that. But Casey teamed up with Knife Modders and Hawaii Knife and Gear to make me a well, I'm trying to get your attention.
See you right here.
I don't know. He left and now I have no confidence. But they teamed up together and made me this custom Milea knife. And then it was my own knife, obviously, because it's the Milea. But it had coil wood handles. The blade itself they made it into a, what is that? Crap, I'm losing the word. It was like a tumble finish on a mirror polish. And they did a tumble finish afterwards, and then it had an abalone inlay on the coil wood handles. It was all handmade. It was so freaking pretty. I need to when I go home, I need to post pictures of that. Mirror polish. Yep.
Mirror polish?
Where did you go? What was that? You just left me here?
Good.
You did nothing. You just left me here?
I
What
did.
is that? That is abandonment issues. God.
Abandonment issues.
Trauma.
Oh, she'll be
I have a
okay.
question, Andy.
Yes.
Scab asked, when are you guys coming on Blade Talk with Scab and Joe?
As soon as we can get it lined up, because we've talked about that. I think it'd be a ton of fun. Hell, I asked to be invited down to be around.
You're talking real loud in my ear hole.
You know what? Move your ear hole. As soon as we can make it happen. I'm trying to make sure I've got the right name.
You have a standing invitation, Mr. Andy.
Yes. Hey, Scab. Call me Andy, because I hear Mr. Andy. It just kind of freaks me out. I'm not sure what that means. You are welcome to call me Andy.
Old.
He's old. We're both old.
I think
We
we're
could
the
both
same
be
age.
your dad.
Don't ever say that
Aren't we the
again.
same age, Andy?
She what?
Aren't we the same ages?
Yeah, he's 51, I think.
He's old.
You're 52.
I'm 50. I knew that was Kevin.
Chad Hansen asked, will there be shirts soon?
Will they be shirts soon? Yes. Let me talk about that for half a second. We're going to try to do those as third-party shirts. And what we're going to try to do that with is
touching me.
we're going to try to, you got to block out when you work with swag. Stop. Will you stop interrupting thoughts?
Did it?
I'm going to stab her with something. Shirts. We want to be able to give the proceeds, at least most of the proceeds from that, to a charity. And we are searching for a charity to do that with, one that is not often recognized. We have talked a little bit about one, but I don't want to tell you what that is yet. But the shirts would be supplied through a third-party sales. You'd find them on our site, but we will not be producing them or shipping them. They would come from the third-party site. So yes, that is in the works, and most of the money would go for that. You guys want a tease knife from round 2? Should I do it?
No.
No?
Yeah, you should do it. Are you kidding me?
Okay, so let's do this. This is the way up. Look at this. This one is white G10, black G10, black PVD, steel liners, ambidextrous pocket clip, thumb studs, and then this bad boy looks like this
dirty
when you open it up. It's kind of a little bit dirty on the blade right now. Hang on, let me do this. That is the way right there, which means wolf in Cherokee. See, there's that name thing. Here's the back of this thing right there. This is the prototype. These are going into production right now. And we decided 3 colors on this one, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So there'll be three different handle mixes on that. But this thing, again, like everything else in that very first one. What are you laughing at?
I cannot have joy, God.
You cannot have joy.
I didn't just hear
Stop.
your cat breathing over there.
It's probably me breathing. I'm fat.
No, it's hard.
What do you guys think of this?
They love it. D2?
No, RPM 9. RPM 9. And you can look at that. Look how close that came.
I know.
I'm showing her the tolerance of the thumb stud. When you look at it, look how close it comes to touching that. It's just nice. It's a liner lock. Have several different versions of these, but like everything else, that little action right there, all good. And hopefully we'll have those soon.
I like that we continue with the whole like slash and like colors, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like on that one, get the slash and different colors.
Yeah, I think those Stormtrooper versions turned out really. Oh, I shouldn't say that. That Stormtrooper version right there turned out really good. I should stop talking.
It was supposed to be me that can't keep secrets. We can't have both of us dropping the ball here.
And who's been good the whole time?
I know. I kicked your.
What else we got?
Did he cry?
We have about 6 minutes left, guys. We're going to go right until 8 o'clock. So get your questions in. Actually, let's do a giveaway. What do you think? We're not going to do it live on here. We'll let you register, and I'll play this chat back and pull somebody. What should we give away? We've given away a bunch of pocket monsters. We've given away a bunch of chunks. Oh, yeah, we can do that because we need to mention that, too.
We've got like 15 or so of these. What did you do? Just
I
like
cut a box with it.
All of these?
I cut a box with
God,
it.
I'm going to cut you with it. Anyway, we have like 15 of these left. And I believe...
If you don't know the story on this knife, let me say it first. When we first built our team, Swag's More My Leah had just come out. And since we do OEM work with artists, and they said, hey, do you want to exclusive that because Swags is on your team? And we said yes. We got one, which I don't know what I've done with it. We've got one that was olive drab and black micarta.
Mm-hmm.
It's gone. It's sold out. The one we have left is the red and black G10 with the black marker.
Like 15 or 20.
And I'll give away one of those. But there's $41.99.
It won't be this one.
No, it won't be that one. $41.99 on those. They came out at $59.99 or $58.99, something like that. $59.99, I think. And I'm trying to get them out the door. I want them gone from our warehouse because we have other stuff coming in. $41.99 on that knife, and I want to give one of those away. If you leave a comment when we get to the end, you have to go leave a comment on this video. Just leave a comment on the video that says why you want that More My Leah or what you like about RoseCraft. Make a real comment, not a chat comment, an actual comment on this live video when it's done.
He's got something with thumb. I don't know what it is.
It looks like a finger.
I'm literally gonna take you outside and fight you. You've done nothing but sass me for 6.5 hours.
Sale continues until midnight tonight Eastern. As soon as it goes past 11:59, those prices are going to go away. So guys, take advantage of that while you can. We appreciate every single one of you. I mean, we've had at one point, I think we were up to what, 42, 45. Are you raising your hand?
Yes, I am.
I can barely see it. What's up?
Are we going to go live again before the end of the year?
Yes, for sure.
Yay!
And we'll try to do it just a little bit later than we did this one, so our West Coast family can get on board with us.
We're gonna have to not eat before that one.
I know, right?
Or eat much earlier and get a nap in.
You can't run into football.
Did you guys have fun?
Yes.
Well, we won't go on a Monday night.
Okay.
We won't go on a Monday night. We just did this one because I dragged her out here to do JV's thing during the day. We'll try to go another night, maybe on a weekend night or on like maybe a Thursday or something like that. No, that's football as well because Amazon. No, boo. We'll figure it out. We'll let you know for sure. I want to ask, what are you doing to me?
I'm trying to read something. You're in my way. I'm your mom.
His mom. Wow. If you only knew. She's a mother something. Just kidding.
I'll get you.
Guys, we do appreciate you. And if you're not part of our group, go join our group on Facebook. Go follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Make sure that when we do put a video out on YouTube, that you like it and you subscribe to it. That helps us get our word out there. We were talking to JB today.
You're also welcome to share a video.
The thing that is hard in the knife industry is that you cannot buy advertising. You cannot go on Google and pay for an ad. You cannot go on Facebook and pay for an ad. You cannot go on Instagram and pay for an ad. Heck, you can't even set up a shop on Instagram to be able to sell knives. So all of your energy and traffic and all of that has to be generated organically. word of mouth, word from customers, getting ambassadors. Like we have some of the greatest ambassadors out there. We love Choir Boys. We love Scab. We love Joe. We love Christine at Women Carrying Knives. Peter Hartman at Therapeutic Edge. Brian Shaner, One Big Pikey. What a great guy. JB at Big Red EDC.
I was just going to see if you can remember all of them.
Oh, I do.
That's
it.
You started struggling.
I was just trying to go through them. You are cruising for a bruising. But what we needed from you all is your help in getting the word out. If you bought one of our knives, make sure you left a review on it on our site. Just go to log into your account, go into the knife on the site, and leave us a review. Share the stuff that's out there. Invite people into the group. Tell people about RoseCraft, because that's the only way we're going to get out there. We're very pleased with where we've gone so far, but we think there's a
Pleased
whole...
is an understatement. We are ecstatic. I mean, this has been awesome.
We've been doing happy dances. I mean, I think it could not have gone better. The other thing that I'll say is if you want to come meet us in person, we will be at Blade Show, Texas. Me, Swags, and Lynn will all be at Blade Show, Texas. So come see us at our booth. That's in March. I think it's the 17th and 18th, or maybe the 18th and 19th. And then we will be, again, pit sponsors at Blade Show Atlanta come June. So come see us at either one of those shows and come hang out and talk. And we're going to try playing something special in Atlanta as like a get together where all the people that we hang out with on a regular basis can get together and hang out.
I'm glad that this year we can be like excited for Blade Show, whereas last year we were like
petrified.
Yeah.
You guys will never know what that's like
to hope that your inventory gets into, hope that we have everything there, because we were hoping we could sell. That didn't work out.
Yeah.
We were like, do we have all of our knives? Do we have all the products that we can show them at least?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we got to build a whole set.
Mm-hmm.
We have to build an entire company in 10 months, have knives, designs, everything.
Yeah, and then all
logos,
of the marketing to go around
all of it. And
yep.
then and you got to think, we also have it like all over the pit. So.
And then you sit there on pins and needles. How is everybody going to react to this? And man, guys, it could not have gone better.
Dude, it was awesome.
Could not
like what a
better.
Breath of like just relief. Just that first day.
Oh yeah.
Everybody came in and so many people picked up. They just really, really liked it. And like we all kind of left them and we're like,
yeah,
cool. Yeah. Okay. Let's go forward.
We appreciate you guys. Lynn, anything else?
No. Oh, Hannah from the store asked for a paper cutting.
A live paper cutting? I already did one.
Can we get a live paper test by Andy?
I don't have any living paper, but we'll use this dead paper right here.
You're so lame.
That right there is the way up. How's that, Hannah? How's that, Hannah? Look at that, Hannah. Boom, right there. Boom. Yeah.
Just keeping them sales up.
Yes, Hannah, you're doing an awesome job. You guys, if you go to
Harper Brothers Mountain.
Yeah, in Wears Valley, Tennessee. If you like to go to the Smokies, you like to go to Pigeon Forge, you like to go to Gatlinburg, we have retail sitting inside of Harper Brothers Mountain, Harper Brothers General Merchandise Store. You can handle all of the knives right there. Talk to Faith, the manager. Go see Hannah behind the counter and get you one there. You can do that there. We also have now at the Green Old Deal Antique Mall in Sevierville. You can now go check them out there. And I don't know if Brian has a physical store or not. He may just have the website, but Blue Creek's out there doing their thing. Red Hill Cutlery in Kentucky. And guys, start a whisper campaign. We'd love to have some knife centers, love to have some Blade HQs carrying RoseCraft. So mention that to them too, and have them carry our stuff. That's how we get the word out there and do all of that.
They asked for a pocket check.
A pocket check. I have nothing in my pockets.
Called it.
It's all on the table.
I don't have pockets.
She doesn't have pockets.
Yeah.
It is all on the table, guys. I do not have anything in my pockets. What else? Anything else? We're gonna wrap it up. I'm sorry? Huh?
I said wrap it up.
Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to hit to end this stream. I'm going to say make this video stay out there for everybody and do all of that. You need to leave me a comment of what you like about RoseCraft, or you need to leave a comment about why you think you deserve to win that Mormilea. And I'll give that away within the week. We'll contact you through YouTube and all of that, but it cannot be in this chat. If you put it in the chat, it gets gone.
Yeah.
I can't see it. It needs to be on the video. And by doing that on the video, you will help us. I'm choking to death right here at the end.
Get something to drink.
Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit your notifications bell.
That's my line.
Do
so
it.
that way you
Do
can
it.
always be notified anytime we upload new content. A-hole.
A-hole. That's double A-hole to you.
I will punch you. I swear on everything.
And on that note, we're going to get out of here. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Have a great night. Have a good week. And have a safe weekend.
Bye, guys. Bye. You're such a brat.